Let's continue from where we left yesterday. Yesterday we looked at searching and sorting techniques is what we have seen yesterday. Now while we looked at searching and sorting techniques, I demonstrated to you two sorting techniques, that is bubble sort and selection sort, and we also discussed one thing called as linear search. So searching, linear search, one technique we had seen, and sorting we had seen two techniques, bubble sort and selection sort. What I will only do is for you, I'll take implementation for one of those functions, and one of the function that I look at is the binary search function is what I will demonstrate to you how sorting can be done by using binary search function. When I say I'll demonstrate means we discussed the logic yesterday. Today what I'll do is I'll run through the implementation for bubble sort or selection sort. One of those sorting techniques we can run through the implementation. Let's look at the code for bubble sort as to how it can be implemented. Suppose we pass an array and receive it in a reference, or pass an array and give an alias. It's more like a pointer variable. It's an alias. It will decay to a pointer. And what is the size of the array that we have passed over here? And I have taken two variables I and j, which are also of type size underscore t. So henceforth, keep one thing in mind. Whenever you refer to an index of an array, don't take index. If you want to use a variable as an index of an array, do not use it of type integer. Always go ahead using it of type size underscore t, because index will never be negative. So we'll rather use size underscore t. And then we have an integer variable called as 10. And this is the code through which we are going to run through. Now, what I will do is I'll demonstrate with the help of an example. I'll solve it on a piece of paper, so that will become much more easy for you to understand. That will become much more easy for you to understand. Then I say I less than the array size, whatever you have passed. Array size, whatever you pass. And then I plus plus. That's the loop that we have, I plus plus. Inside this for loop, we have one more j loop, and which says for j equal to 0, that means we are planning to start from the first place. J less than array size minus I. Array size minus I. You'll understand why this minus I. Yesterday we saw, as we go ahead comparing, what happens is the heaviest number goes at the bottom. So every time you do not want to compare the element which is already sorted. So I j minus 1, size minus 1, and then j plus plus. And what do we do? The code is actually very simple. We are going to swap. We are going to check if a of j, that is the element at the jth position, is it greater than element at the subsequent position, that is a of j plus 1. You will understand this with the help of an example. If that's the case, I'm going to swap the values. And to swap, what I do is I take a temporary variable temp, which is equal to a of j, I say a of j, and then I say a of j is equal to a of j plus 1, and a of j plus 1 is equal to 10. That's the code that we have. It's so very simple for us to implement. So let's have a look at this implementation. Let's have a look at this particular code. We'll take an example, and with that example, we'll go ahead discussing this particular program. So that's a simple code that we have. Assuming that we have an array now. Say we have created an array. Say we have an array with us now. Say an array of 5 integers has now been created. Say we have created an array of 5 integers. So I'll draw over here a picture of 5 integers. An array of 5 integers is what I'll draw. So this is an array of 5 integers. I'm going to do it only for 5 integer variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Subscripts are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Name of the array is suppose A. And there were some elements which have been stored, some values which have been stored. Say values that were stored are random. Suppose 7, 3, 9, 5, 1. Suppose these are the values. 7, 3, 5, 9, 1 is the value. Now what we'll do is we'll trace this particular code. And how do we plan to trace this code? By taking these variables I and j. Now what I'll do is I'll do a dry run for this particular variables. Okay, I'll do a dry run for this particular variables. And to do the dry run, what I'll do is I'll go ahead with 3 variables or 2 variables. One is I, other is j, is what we'll look at. I for the first time is 1, so I ka value for the first time is 1. J for the first time is 0, so j is 0. Now what I'm doing is, if I is 1, j is 0, that means j is currently pointing over here. And what are we checking in the program? What are we checking? We're checking is a of j greater than j plus 1. If j is pointing over here, j plus is pointing over here. If j is pointing over here, j plus 1 is pointing over here. Just to understand, I just put over here. This is a of j, we have a of j plus 1. तो if a of j, j का वैल्यू 0 है, तो j में अगर 7 है, a of j में 7 है, तो j plus 1 में 3 है. Can you get that? j में अगर 7 है तो j plus 1 में 3 है. Then what are we checking? Is a of j greater than j plus 1? Is a of j 7 greater than 3? Is 7 greater than 3? Condition is true. True है तो we have one more variable called as temp. Suppose I have one more variable called as temp. So what am I doing? If that's the case, I'm saying temp is equal to a of j. So a of j में what value I have 7. So 7 is stored in temp. Then we write a statement saying a of j, that means this location, is equal to a of j plus 1. If j is this, j plus 1 is this, that means 3 gets stored over here. 3 gets stored over here. Then what we do? We say a of j plus 1 is equal to 10. So a of j is over here. So j plus 1 is this. That means j plus 1 is 3 jahan stored hai. Then we store value 7. So these values have got interchanged. So while j earlier was pointing over here, j will now go here. J will now go here. So j ka value 0 tha. J will now become 1. I still 1, whatever it is. So if j is 1, j का वैल्यू 7 है तो j का वैल्यू 7 है अभी भी. j plus 1 is what? j plus 1 will be 9 now. j plus 1 will be 9. If j is over here, j plus 1 is here, so j is 9. Then I check, is a of j greater than j plus 1? That means is this element larger than the subsequent element, first to the second to the third? Is a of j greater than j plus 1? Condition is false. Condition false is j plus plus. J now becomes 2. I still 1. So j now becomes 2. So a of 2 में क्या है वैल्यू? 9. a of 2 में वैल्यू क्या है? j comes here. j में वैल्यू 9 है. तो अगर ये 9 है तो j plus 1 5 है. If j is this, j plus 1 is this. Then I check, is a of j greater than j plus 1? Yes. Is a of j greater than j plus 1? Yes. If that condition is true, we need to swap. So we take temporary variable में a of j. j में what we have is 9. So 9 gets stored in temporary variable. Then a of j में j plus 1. a of j में j plus 1. So this gets interchanged. This becomes 5. And then a of j, we store a of j plus 1, we store temp. Temp में what we had is 9. So that's how we interchange the value. And again we say j plus. J value now becomes 3. So j is over here. Had j gone beyond the loop, we are checking, is array less than array size minus I. I का value is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Is j less than 4? Yes. So we come here. So j का value is 3. So a of 3 में value we have what we have is 9. And j of j plus 1 will be 1. Then again we check, is 9 a of j greater than j plus 1? Yes. So we need to swap. To swap, what we do? We store 9 into temporary variable. And then a of j plus 1 we store into temp. A of j में. So we stored over here. And a of j plus 1 we store temp. So what gets stored is 9. So that's how we have interchanged the values. And then we say j plus plus. J now becomes 4. Is 4. I का value for the first time is 1. And we are saying till j less than array size minus I. Array size is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Is now j ka value has become 4. Is 4 less than 4? False. We have completed the first pass. So after the first pass, the heaviest number has gone at the bottom. 9 has gone at the bottom. Now again, we go back. I plus plus. I now becomes 2. If I becomes 2, j is again reset to value as 0. J again becomes 0. So j again comes to this location. J is over here now. J 0 में क्या है value 3. So we have value 3. J plus 1 में what we have is 7. So this is 7. Again I check, is 3 greater than 7? False. So j increment, j goes here. So if j is here, j plus 1 is here. So a of j में we have value 7. If j becomes 1, j में value 7 है. तो j plus 1 में 5 है. Then again we check, is a of j greater than j plus 1? If this is a of j, this is j plus 1. Look at that. A of j में we have 7. A of j में we have 7. And a of j plus 1 में we have value 5. So condition is again true. A of j greater than j plus 1. This is the condition that we are checking. Is a of j greater than j plus 1? Condition true है. True है तो we again interchange. And to interchange, what we do is we store a of j into 10. That comes in as 7. So 7 gets stored in 10. Then a of j made a of j plus 1. Here what we store is 5. And a of j plus 1 makes 10. So what gets stored is value 7. So 7 has been changed over here, interchanged. And j plus plus, j ka value now becomes 2. So j comes here. If j is here, j plus 1 is here. If j is here, j plus 1 is here. If j का value is 2 है, j का value 2 है, तो j plus 1, 2 plus 1 that is 3 है, 3 point करेगा. Again we check, is a of j that is 7 greater than 1? Yes. So they will again interchange. So this will become 1, this will become 7, and the small, and then j plus plus, j becomes 3. If j becomes 3, we go here. I का value this time was 2. 5 minus 2 कितना हो गया? 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, so here we had checked till j less than array size minus I. So 5 minus 2, that is 3. Is 3 less than 3? False. We come out of the loop, and what have we achieved? The second smallest element has gone at the bottom, and so on will continue for the rest of the elements. So let's continue with the rest of the passes. This was the second pass. Now in the third pass, what will happen? I'll take the third pass ke liye variables over here. Huh? So this is temp. This is temp. Then we had I. Then we had j. Then we had a of j, and we also had a of j plus 1. These are the variables that I have. Now currently I ka value is how much? I ka value currently is now 2. So I plus plus I now becomes 3. Okay. If I becomes 3, I plus plus I becomes 3. We come out at 3 less than array size, 3 less than 5. Yes. We come over here. J is again reset to value as 0. J again becomes 0. So a of j का value 0 है. A of 0 में क्या value 3. So a of j में 3 है. J plus 1 that is 5. Then again I check. Is a of j greater than j plus 1? Is 3 greater than 5? Condition is false. So j plus plus j becomes 1. J becomes 1. Then we check. Is 1 less than array size minus I? I का value 3 है this time around. Watch it. I का value is 3 this time around. So is I j less than 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. Is j less than 2 right now? Yes. तो j का वैल्यू इज 1 है तो a of 1 में वैल्यू इज 5 तो j plus 1 में we have value 1 then we check is a of j greater than j plus 1 is 5 greater than 1 yes if that's the case we need to go here and swap the elements so if I swap the elements we store temp में value 5 we store temp and then a of j में we store a of j plus 1 that is 1 and a of j में we store temp that is 5 so the value has got interchange and j plus plus j now becomes 2 then again we go and check is 2 less than 5 minus 3 that is 2 is 2 less than 2 false so we come out of this loop again that loop is over and I plus plus I now becomes 4 I becomes 4 is 4 less than 5 yes we go inside j is again set to value 0 j is again to value 0 j अगर 0 है तो 0th position पे we have value 3 this 5 is already sorted now j का value 0 है तो a of 0 में we have value as 3 j of 0 में we have value 3 j of 0 में we have value 3 j of 0 में we have value 3 तो j plus 1 में we have value 1 then we check is 3 greater than 1 yes so we need to interchange so if I interchange this becomes 1 and this becomes 3 and j plus plus j ka value now becomes 1 is 1 here we check j less than array size minus I ka value is 4 5 minus 4 is 1 is 1 less than 1 false we come out of the loop I becomes 5 and here we said is I less than array size is 5 less than 5 false we come out of the loop and when we come out of the loop what we find is this is 1 this is 3 this is 5 this is 7 and this is 9 that's how we are sorted this is the simplest implementation that we can come across for sorting of an array so you can also do the dry run on your own and check it out how it has been solved whatever logic that we discussed yesterday it's the same logic that I have implemented there is no difference between what we discussed and what we right now wrote on the board. So we saw implementation of one of those functions. One function that we have seen now is the bubble sort is what we have seen. I want you to have a look at the other sorting function that is selection sort. And if you do the way I have shown you right now, you should get it. The logic is not at all different than what we have discussed in the example yesterday. If you look at the implementation, it's the simplest implementation. Number of passes is number of elements -1. So if array size is 10, so I say like 1 से लेके less than 10, that means 9 passes. And every pass, how many comparisons we do? First pass we have n-1 comparison. Next pass we have n-2 comparisons and so on. That's the reason I have taken I ka value is 1. So from here we start with less than array size -1. That means if array size is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. So 0 to लेके 4 तक. That's how it will go ahead. So every time we perform those kind of comparisons, if you find the element at a particular position larger than the subsequent position, then we swap them. Simple code is what we can come across. See this code. I'll upload or I'll discuss for you the optimized way of performing bubble sort as well. Optimized means it is much better than what we have just now seen. So that optimized code also we can see. I'll discuss the logic with you. You can see the code. I'll show you, give you the code and discuss the logic. Why is that an optimized technique is what I'll discuss next time after you have gone through this code. So I want you to have a look at this selection sort as well. If you look at the implementation, this is not very different. The only difference is where here you will find one difference. Otherwise here we started with 1 less than array size. Here I'm starting with 0 and less than array size -1. That's because every time I have to start with the first position. And then if you look at the code is not very different. Swapping function is exactly same what we had seen last time. So nothing different. So this and this is the only thing that we have to look at. How are we? An element at the ith position is compared with the rest all positions. So if I is at 0, j is at 1, and j will go from 1 till array size. So eliminate the first position will be compared with the rest all positions. Whatever logic that we discussed yesterday, same thing we'll have to continue. So I expect you to go through this. Check it out. Thank you all. So we stop here today and we continue with a further discussion. Next session is again going to be a deep dive into some advanced concepts.